You gotta cook my meat though. I don't
Food?
want it bleeding.
Food? Oh, no, hold on. Hello and welcome back to the Whispercast podcast talking about games, movies, music, whatever else you want to talk about. My name's Griffin, as always, and today I'm with ex-teammate, friend, dad, gamer, Canadian, Cody Baxter. Cody, been a while.
Jeez,
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Jeez, didn't expect that.
I mean, it's been a
Well,
while. I gotta
it's
explain all of it.
yeah, it's been a long time. It's been almost a year now since we played the game together.
It feels like it might not have been, but it definitely feels that
Feels
long.
like it. Definitely feels like
Especially with
it.
COVID happening. Um, Everything just got weird. Everything. It doesn't even matter. Even online games. I mean, living in another country, it seems like, well, y'all should have been playing longer or more. It seems like
Yeah,
COVID was weird, especially in the United States, an election year. Everything that happened in like June here, it got weird. Everything just
yeah, it definitely got weird. That's for
this
sure.
country blew up. Canada must have been so much nicer.
Yeah, it's a little. It's still different, but it's a lot different seeing all the other countries like in panic
How they
compared to
handled it and
like we
whatnot.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to we were because we weren't. Well, where I'm from, it's like there's no one here really, so it's like right now we have like 26 cases, for example. Like there's nothing here,
Yeah, and I was gonna ask
but
you
like
for your specific area. Um, Now for everybody listening, he's not Toronto or Vancouver, which honestly I feel like everywhere else, if it's not Toronto, Vancouver, or Edmonton, it's pretty small,
yeah, we're
relatively.
doing pretty good too.
Have
If you're not any of those places,
how long were you guys like on lockdown? Did your town or your province like ever really lock down?
yeah, we were on lockdown. I would say for the 2 months, I would say, where people weren't allowed to leave unless they're going places, but people still left everywhere, went everywhere. It's just the main problem was nothing was open. So like
Okay.
the only spot you could go was the grocery store. The mall
Now,
closed.
yeah, that was my next
Um,
question. What was actually open for you guys when? So I'm gonna say when the initial lockdowns kind of happened worldwide, which is
yeah,
April, May,
yeah.
some March, but mostly April. Like what actually was totally closed, or what was
Honestly,
open? I
like for
guess.
so a lot of things closed for a month.
Hmm.
So like every store basically closed besides the grocery stores and say fast food joints. They were still opened, but they were all drive through only.
See, that's
Um,
what America did, or like U.S. did quite a bit of that. I have family in New Zealand, and what they actually did is they shut down everything except grocery stores. Fast food restaurants shut down. Everything was shut down. And I mean, obviously,
yeah,
it's a
that's
lot
the way it should
smaller,
have went.
of a country. It's an island. It's a lot easier to kind of lock things down. But
Yeah, sure. You just don't let anyone in.
they literally
Like
can't get in. You got to get in by boat.
yeah. Well, ours is where I'm from actually too is an island, so we have one way in, and it's a bridge
That's
or
true. So
through a plane. But
your
our
province would have
planes,
been a little easier.
yeah. But also too, the airport that we have in where I'm from actually just got shut down. So
Just
because
recently?
no, yeah, like a week ago,
Oh damn!
like it just stopped all flights because of COVID.
This everything is just a disaster. Like
Oh, it's
you
been a crazy
look at
year.
Oceania and like Southeast Asia, they're all fine. They're all partying. Everything's good. And then you come and look at the entire Americas, and it's like, what is happening?
Yeah,
What?
it's the difference is just insane. You unbelievable.
It's not
Like,
unbelievable. Is the problem? It's happening. It's happening.
mm, well, I mean, at the beginning, it was how different every country could be, and now it's just like it's just getting worse
That's
in
true.
some places.
So you're going to school, obviously online.
I am.
What is the term? Distance learning. I can't remember what we're calling it. Would you be going to school in person, or like did COVID actually affect this, or were you?
Honestly, I think COVID saved it for me.
Oh, really?
It's really probably the only reason why I'm in the course that I'm taking. Yeah, because it's online.
What are you taking? What are you
Uh,
exactly going for?
Web development and
Web
app
development.
development. Yeah, so it's going pretty well. I'm in love with the course, so I think I should have took it earlier in my life, but I'm glad I'm in it now.
How long will it take to kind of like finish everything?
A year and a half left. That's about it.
Oh, that's
So it
not bad
shouldn't
at
be too
all.
bad. No.
Now, is it? I don't know if I'm pretty sure degrees are mostly all the same. Is it an associate's degree, like 2 year program kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like they call it. It's like a trade. It's
Oh, it's
yeah,
considered a trade up there. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
What is your plan? Plan with that, like after graduation?
If I can secure a good, say, good gig somewhere, I'm hoping to work with games, obviously, because I love games. So I was hoping to work with that, and if I can, or if I can, then I'm set. Unless like it's hard to live. But if I don't get anything with games, I'm probably just gonna continue maybe going something else and just to further my education with say with coding and with games, so I can secure my job with a game company. Hopefully.
Would you say in Canada?
Um, well, the best part about this is it's online. I can do mostly anything I need to do from my home. So I can work in any company I need to.
Oh, and they would be able to do
Yeah, I can do it anywhere,
distance,
anywhere.
remote.
Yeah. But if like I had to travel, sure, I'd fucking go travel, obviously.
Do you have a dream location, dream company?
Nothing right now. Nothing sparks my interest at the moment.
All I know is if you ever go to Epic Games, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm not into
Epic's terrible. Epic's just ruin everything.
yeah.
Epic is trying to take over gaming, and they're not doing it in a good way. Of course, right
Like
before we
they're getting a
started,
lot of games, but they're
I was
getting a
gonna say
lot of shitty games, some of them.
right before we started this, we were talking about Battlefront 2 is free to play.
Yeah. Like
And I mean,
those that's always good to have. Like they always have like from like the week of Christmas, it's like 12 days of giveaways. Like
and I mean,
shit, like that's free
yeah.
games. Like sweet, I'll take it. But like I I'll take it, but I barely go on there and play it.
I
You know
think
what
it
I
was
mean?
weird that they started with GTA 5 was their first game they offered free to play, and I'm like, I all I had to ask was why, because the game is 8 years old. Is it 20?
Yeah, it's a lot older compared to the other games
I
they
think
could
it's
have gotten.
2013. So yeah, it's almost 8 years old. Um, you have all these updates happening for it, and then all of a sudden you just manually make it free to play, and it's like 7 years later. Like why? If you weren't already gonna get it, why would they get it now? And everybody got it. Everybody got these other accounts, and servers died, servers crashed, and
Yeah, like when I
Rocks
first got the game on
Rockstar
Epic,
just
it
got
like
hammered.
crashed.
Yeah, Rockstar just like all their servers just went to shit, and it's not even their fault. It's 120,000% on Epic for just fucking them.
Yeah, because like as soon as I got the game, it was free, so for like a week or something. So the whole week you couldn't play it. It was just crashing the whole time.
I mean, it's still fun. It's not a bad game or
Oh,
anything like that.
it's definitely fun.
I think GTA, the fact that they're still updating it is nice. Of course, people they're getting mad about it, but then people go and play like World of Warcraft, which is not only is it still getting updated to this day, it's pay to play. Like you have to pay monthly subscription to play, which is fine.
Yeah,
I've actually played a game with a subscription like that because they're fun to play and they're always getting updated and whatnot. But people are complaining about GTA, which has no pay to play, no nothing. It's
yeah,
open world.
exactly.
There's so much to do with it. And then, they're all like, well, where's GTA 6? They're going to do the same thing like the Cyberpunk. I don't know if you got Cyberpunk. I don't know if you know
Honestly, I
but
didn't buy it
do you know
because
exactly like
of
what
the.
happened with it all?
No, I have no
So
clue.
so
No clue.
Cyberpunk, they when was the initial release date? I think it might have honestly been
I think it's a year in
um
the difference, wasn't it?
I think it was over. I think the initial was like 20. This is 2020. No, that's not the initial one though. So when they announced it, there's the same people that make this. Um, or no, sorry, I think it was a studio that made this in the engine. It was the same guys that made Witcher 3 back in 2015,
Oh,
which,
okay. Yes, yes.
phenomenal game. Everybody loved it. So, yeah, here it is. Wow, I'm just looking at it now. E3 in 2018.
Oh
Almost
my
3
god.
years ago now. Cyberpunk was given a bunch of awards, over 100 at E3, including things like best RPG, best PC game, best Xbox One game, best game, People's Choice. It blew up saying it's GTA, but make it, 80s retro future mixed thing. Uh, you know, and then they keep pushing it back. Like I think 2018, I don't think it had a what's the word I want? It didn't have a release date in 2018. I'm going to assume, and
Yeah,
then the
probably just
next
like
year around,
soon.
yeah, I assume the next year around, it was it was brought in again in 2019, and it had a release date. I want to say in 2019, and then they kept pushing it back. Then it pushed back like a year. And then it kept getting pushed back and pushed back. And I think what they did with that, honestly, was, you know, it was amazing. Um, People don't realize kind of how much of a business model goal that is to like pushing your back a little bit, like you know
Yeah, because making more people want it.
yeah, the hype.
Like it's a good
Obviously,
marketing thing for sure.
you don't want to push it back 3 years, which I think they did, and I think that's what caused the big problem of everybody wanting to get released.
Yeah, because people were too like anticipating something gonna be amazing with no
Yeah,
problems,
and
right?
well, I see, and that's what people don't get is they just wanted this amazing game that was hyped up that won all these awards to be, the best game of the century.
Yeah, but something they wanted, not
Yeah, and
what it actually turned out to be.
they forget that the company's got other things. It actually turns out that there was a class action lawsuit put against the CD Projekt, the studio,
Oh
saying
wow,
that
really?
the whole game, like the whole game was just it was a joke. They said all this stuff. They made
No
claims
way.
to mislead investors and whatnot. And
That's hilarious.
I don't see an outcome of it. But they allowed refunds for the game and stuff, and I don't get how you can cyberbully a full company to release a game early and then get mad at them because it's buggy. Like, why? I don't understand that whatsoever. It makes no sense. And I'm just saying, I think if you take this whole cyberpunk situation and put that in, say, not even necessarily a COVID one, but just America, the United States in 2020, that explains a lot.
Yeah, it's like seen the game. I've seen some videos and people playing it, and like the graphics look amazing. But like, I don't think I could ever get into something like that.
It's hard for me to get into single player games. That's why
That for one reason,
if
right
I'm gonna play
there.
like RPGs, it needs to be an MMO. It needs to be World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy. It needs to be Terra, something where like there's more than people in it. I don't I don't really like playing, by myself in just an RPG because I feel bored, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Um
like even when I
Alone.
was growing up, I hated playing GTA because I was always by myself running around doing. I wouldn't even do the missions.
Yeah,
I would just run around and drive the cars. Like that was me.
that's all I
And
ever want to
then
do in
when
GTA
online
now.
came, oh, I still do it. I'll jump on now and I'll still just drive cars, drive around. But like I've seen some graphics and they look like you can get them to look really good.
Yeah, no,
Um,
the graphics are definitely up there.
but I've seen some issues too. Like when you throw something in the water, it doesn't make a splash; it just drops to the ground, and you can hear it hit the ground.
See,
I've seen that today.
here's a weird thing with me. There's all these games like League of Legends that constantly will have bugs. There's games
Like
like
CS.
Cyberpunk. Not CS. I mean, CS does, but you know, I think League of Legends right away because Cloud9's one of their old ADCs, Sneaky. He always would like have like this little like compilation series or like episodes on YouTube of him um, playing, calling him Bug Catcher Sneaky, and he'd always find these bugs in game. And as people are playing Cyberpunk and always finding these bugs in game, and I go into a game and I'm like, where the fuck are all these bugs at? What are you talking about? Or like Assassin's Creed Unity. Online, it was like super buggy, and it kind of makes sense because like, there's just latency problems with servers. I never found a bug playing Unity ever, and I don't understand how everybody will like go on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and find videos of people just finding these absurd bugs, and I'm like, my game's flawless. I don't. I want
Yeah, and you
bugs.
go to that
I
same thing and
want
it's like
bugs.
perfect.
I want to see this like happen to me while playing it live. I want to see what happens. I want to like hear it or whatever.
Yeah,
But
you want
nope,
to witness the whole experience.
it runs fine for me. And I'm like, well, fuck you guys. I wanted a bad game for once.
Yeah, I've never had a lot of bugs happen to me either though in any game. I only stick to a certain few though, but still.
And
The only
I'm
bug
trying
I
to.
get now is when, like, say, playing Escape from Tarkov is when my stash is glitching when I can't move anything. That's about it.
Is Escape good?
I am in love with that game.
Everybody,
It is so
it
fun.
seemed to blow up, and then it just died out again.
This
Like
is
it's so big, but I feel like it's I don't know. It seems like every like FPS kind of streamer was playing it, and
well, they're
now it
probably playing it because of the
seems.
drops.
Well, I was gonna say now it just seems like Doctor Lupo's playing it because
Yeah,
I
well, they
I
had
don't follow him, but I definitely see
yeah,
clips
like
of like
for
people retweeting his tweets, and I'm seeing
yeah,
him play
yeah,
Tarkov.
like after Christmas, they had a week of drops. So if you watch Twitch streamers, you get drops, and they drop like some good stuff, and
I
so
still
that's
don't
why
understand
everyone
how
was
this game
playing it.
works because
So
it seems like kind of one of the only of its kind. Like, is that
it's
kind of accurate?
it is, but it isn't. People say it's like PUBG with other games mixed into it, like Arma and stuff like that mixed into it together.
Because
But
what I've learned from it is it's it's like you go into what's the division, like you have like this like single player closed off world, but then you can enter the online world in the game, and it's like this live game that's like a mix of battle royales with like dungeons from like RPGs, like just these dungeons
yeah, yeah,
mixed with like COD, not like in the fact that it's an FPS in COD, but like it's like this battle arena map kind of thing.
yeah. So it's kind of close. Like it's something like that. So basically, like long story short, you're gonna get your like let's say the main screen. You have your guy with your say loadout, right? And
Hmm.
then you have your stash, and in your stash is all your stuff that you get in like get out of the raid with, right?
Okay.
So it's also where your money is. So anyway, you take you put your gear on your guy, and then you go into say a raid, which is like that's what they call it, a raid, a game, whatever you want to call it. Um, so you pick a map. So each map you have extracts, and there's scavs, and scavs are AI controlled player like bots.
Okay.
But players can players can also join the game as those bots, right? So instead of a bot, it'll be a player, right? But so there's like 10 to 12 regular players on most maps. with their geared guns, right? But then you try to get from one side of the map to the other, basically, and get out. And on the way, you get your shit, you get your loot, you get more guns, you kill some players in the game, and then if you die, you lose everything like that you had. But the thing that keeps bringing me back is the feeling of getting out of the game with a lot of stuff
See,
because it like
that's
just it brings your I don't know why I want to say metabolism. It's not that,
that's
but
almost what
with
like I wonder if I want to ever like get into it because of that.
like that feeling is
Well,
the
I don't.
best.
That's such a weird thing where it's like you don't keep. I don't know.
Like if you die, you lose your stuff, but if you get out,
Yeah,
you get your stuff plus whatever you found.
yeah, and that's I don't know. It
Mm.
seems like you're
It's
always.
like
It almost sounds like you're always restarting, in a way, and that's what I can understand
basically, but then
getting
you
that
have
hook,
like
but I don't know if I'd be able to get that hook or not. And it's just so much money. I don't know if I'd hit that.
yeah, and then there's also like that's like say that's your player entrance. And then if you go in as a scav, which is the AI people, right?
Hmm.
So you scav in, they call it, and then you didn't pay for any of this guns or this ammo. Everything is free. So if you die, it doesn't matter. It wasn't yours, right? So you scav in, you go in, you find people that are say laying around dead already, not looted. You steal all their loot. You come out thicker than you ever went in before, and then you take that shit you just found back in, not all of it, obviously, just a gun and the regular stuff. Take it back in, and then you didn't pay for any of that stuff, so it's a free run, free two run,
That's
right?
so weird.
Like that's like I don't know. I just love the feeling of the like that intense feeling of getting out with a bunch of stuff. When you die, you want to like throw your monitor out the window. Yes, I will agree. That is true. But you have money in the game. You just buy another gun and go back in. Or you have stuff in your stash, right? You just load up and go back in.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
It's fun.
Man,
Summit plays it.
Summit
You
plays it
watch
too, I
Summit?
guess. I
Yeah,
sometimes I've got Summits on
yeah.
that too.
He plays it like all night.
I, I don't know. I
I enjoy
I've
it, but
thought
I
of it
mean,
for a
like
while,
we,
just trying to find a new game to play. You know,
yeah.
like
Now it's like I found that game, but now I have no one to play with, and it's
this
funner with people. Definitely.
this is Cody trying to get me to play, guys. This is how he does it. I have no one to play with, man. Just nobody at
I have
all.
nobody, no one. Like there's one guy, but like he doesn't ever want to play.
Honestly, I'll think about it. I'll think about it because I do. I need an FPS that's fun.
You would just watch some more people play first. It's really fun, really good.
I need an FPS that I can play because Rainbow toxic and just irritating without people. CS is okay. Valorant's overrated. COD is just COD. I mean,
I bought both CODs, and I think I played them maybe less than 50 hours each. I think.
I
Like
played a
I,
lot. I played a lot of hours on Modern Warfare. I
yeah, you did.
I put in a lot of time into that game. I think, and I kicked a lot of ass though. I can't lie. I
That's
went
for
off
sure.
in that game. I popped off.
You always did in that game for sure. In most games anyway, too. Especially
Eh.
if like what's it, Rocket League. I cannot get hold of that game when you're over there spinning in circles and getting the goals over here. I'm
it's
just trying to
a
back up.
it's a hard one for sure. Um, it it's it takes a while. It took me a while to even get to where I'm at. I mean, I don't have that many hours in the game, but it's not a simple game to get into.
I just can't get over the camera angles and stuff. That's my biggest thing.
That's what I think takes the hardest to get into it.
Yeah.
You can spin and do all of the mechanics you want to do, but if you don't know how to time the ball and like understand the
Yeah,
the
exactly.
FOVs and everything, you're useless.
Yep, definitely. Okay, something just came to my mind that I wanted to ask you before, or
What up?
okay, Steam, right? You know Steam, big Steam,
Obviously,
you know? Okay.
big
Did
Steam.
you I am in a course. We're talking about Linux, okay? So we're doing
Okay,
Linux stuff,
okay.
okay? So I was doing some research the other day. Did you know that Steam had its own OS?
Yeah, Steam OS.
I did not know
It
that,
still it
bro.
still has it.
I know. Searching. I was blown away. Literally
Yeah,
blown away.
when did they create it?
It's a version of Linux, obviously, but like
20
I did not know.
2015, maybe even earlier. They released like their own console essentially. Like it's not a console, but it is. It was, what even was it? It was like a controller and a, like it took your computer, like it took games on your computer and it pretty much turned it into like a home console kind of, that like
No,
you could load up on your TV in your living room or whatever.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I, for whatever reason, I wanted one so bad when I was like a little younger. I'm so glad I never did that because there was no reason for it.
No,
Um,
in most games you play on a computer, you need a keyboard and mouse for like.
yeah, that a lot of the ones I
There's no
played
need.
too.
There's no
Um,
need to switch to your bigger screen. Just
it was like, yeah, these like
oh, back
Steam
then when you're a kid,
machines,
you're like pumped, right? Bigger screen, you thought it was better, but
Steam Link. That's what it was called. The
oh,
Steam
I've heard
Link.
of that. Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
it
I've.
like it.
I didn't
It
know
was
that's
like
what it was though.
it was like a capture card almost.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought it was like some little thing, and you had like a
it
yeah,
used
like some kind of
Steam
graphics
OS
card in it or something, isn't it?
because it used that Steam OS.
Oh god, yeah, I never even knew they had it. I doing some research to figure out which like Linux like what was a one fit me. That was the assignment little lab thing,
Hmm.
and I was like, wow, I did not know Steam had an OS.
Yeah, it's
I
called
think I
if you open up like the little taskbar Steam, if you right click Steam and like it says games store like blah blah blah. If you
yeah
open up
yeah
big picture is the Steam OS, like without downloading the actual OS itself, if you know what I mean.
really
Yeah, I found it like
oh
years ago, and I didn't understand it because I mean I was like 12, 10 maybe even. Like I didn't understand what the fuck it was. I didn't understand how to work it. All I know is I was trying to play TF2 and I pressed that one day and I was like, "What is this?" It's like big
yeah
blue, blocky, like bubbly looking lettering and stuff. And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
you know the first day I think I seen the big picture when it loads up, it makes like a loud noise. It
Yeah,
scared the crap out of me because I
yeah,
had no
that's
idea what
too.
I clicked.
It was
Yeah,
huge.
I had no idea what I clicked, and it just like took my whole screen. I was pretty scared, but I also jump at a lot of things in video games. So I mean,
Steam and Valve. I guess I mean same thing really. Like Valve's a lot that people don't, I think, understand or realize. They just kind of, I don't know, they're like, oh, Valve, that they made Steam, they made Counter Strike and Dota, but like they also made TF2, they made Gary's mod, they made, well, I guess they didn't make Gary's mod, they made Half Life, which made Gary's mod. They did all of this stuff that people don't realize. Like Valve, I feel like Valve is the reason gaming is what it's like today,
I would probably agree with you,
or
like
at least PC gaming,
100% at least.
at least
Oh,
PC gaming.
yeah, PC for sure. Nothing else, obviously. I don't think they made anything else, did they? Like for
They
consoles?
released, yeah, they had CS:GO on the Xbox 360.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, no,
It
no.
was
I mean,
garbage
like, did they make any other games? I don't think they made any other
for
Xbox or
console.
yeah. I don't.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I think for sure. Like they had one. What is it? CS 1.6. I know. I only know this one. This is like 1999 or something or
Oh,
2001.
Portal. Portal.
Yes, Portal. I forgot about that one. Never played it, but
I played Portal 2. Portal 2 is fun because Portal 2, I
mm.
have it on my computer. Um
but like I think now.
it's a lot more
Sorry to
team
cut you
oriented.
off there,
You're good.
but like I think now, like with the world as it is and where it's going and everything that's going on, it's just going to increase more online competition, which is going to increase. Like I think the internet's just going to get better and faster. So
I
maybe
mean, it's
someday
already
we'll be
there.
able to. Yeah, but
We
maybe
just don't
someday we'll
have
be able
it.
to play against, say, like play against Europe, but like still have good ping
And actually
in
be
games.
fine. Oh yeah, we'll
Yeah,
hit. I wonder how long. I
like
wonder how expensive it'll be to actually get there. Like, not for how much it'll actually cost companies, but how much they'll actually charge. Like,
true, and
upcharge is
like
fucking absurd.
it's gonna be pretty cool if it ever happens. Like say like in our lifetime,
I
but
mean, you'd have to get. I feel like the
it still could.
idea, the idea I would get that they would do. So what New Zealand actually did, the entire country to get faster internet, they put a long ass fiber wire between them and like Australia under the sea.
Yeah,
Um,
there's like I did not know this. Sorry to cut you off again. I didn't know this, but last year, say in September, October, I found out that there's like a shit ton of wires underneath the water,
yep,
like connecting every continent together.
yep.
I did not know that.
A
Where have
lot
I
of it,
been?
a lot of it is for government officials. That's where
Yeah,
a
but
lot of that comes
where
in.
have I been? Like, have I just not
I mean, if you
known
think
about
about
this?
it, that's a long fucking distance. Nobody's
That is
thinking that's a like. You
insane.
don't think that's logical. Like it
No,
doesn't make
like that. It
sense.
doesn't seem like it's real at all, but
No,
it's
it
insane
doesn't.
how it is.
I would figure though how that would like possibly work the best because obviously we can play against anybody in the world and
Oh,
ping is gonna
like
be bad. But I feel like
yeah,
what would happen is they'd like have to like wire internet into countries and continents with fiber wire under the sea. But like
yeah,
that
and then have
fiber's
like
got to be
big
fast.
towers.
That fiber
Yeah,
that wire's got to be quick. I mean, you're gonna need to take Korea's internet and put it everywhere somehow.
yeah, or yeah. Why is this fast?
Korea is the fastest internet in the world, or at least
What is
technically
how,
within like it's like technically Seoul I
what,
think has it.
what is it?
Seoul internet speeds. Let's see. It's absurd. Average internet connection is 28.6 megabits a second, which is four
Okay.
times faster than the world average of 7. They have six. They use like 6G or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
Like
Didn't even
5G. Like
think of.
everywhere has 5G there, and I'm pretty sure they're up to like 6G.
Oh,
It's
okay. So they're like the smart people of the world.
it's insane.
Oh,
Oh,
we'll
that was
see. Like if they,
cool.
if it, like if
Taiwan
they,
looks like this one says Taiwan. Oh, this is wireless. Taiwan's got the fastest wireless at 85. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
jeez,
There is no download speed at all. It's instant. It's it's boom done.
imagine.
Now, United States is 32.9 and Canada is 28.76. So,
It's tied with the other.
nowhere we're nowhere near that.
No.
Actually, Canada does have the fastest download speed since May of 2020 on mobile for just cellular,
Oh,
which
nice,
is kind of
nice.
surprising because Canada is just you guys are very like
We like our poutines.
woodsy. Woodsy is that the word I want?
Is that what you think?
Foresty.
You think we're just a forest?
Let's be honest. That's what most of you guys are.
Some places, yes, I agree.
I mean,
Some
comparison to
places,
well, Korea, for example. I mean, Korea's a
yeah.
large like.
Do they, do they have any trees?
Well, of course they do, but you know they're more city than like Canada is.
Yeah.
Just because once you get
Oh, yeah,
north, because once you get
definitely.
so north, it's not even possible to really have cities there, just because it's too cold to live.
No, like there's lots of trees here, lots of forests. But like you're gonna have your cities, your main cities, and then they're still not that big though. But
Vancouver and Toronto
obviously,
are pretty big.
yeah, obviously they can have Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Vancouver, all those places. Um, But
I
even
mean,
them,
everywhere. I would say everywhere west.
where
Everywhere.
I'm from, which is like Atlantic, so I'm an
Yeah,
hour ahead of east. But like there
you're
is
in the middle of
even
the ocean. You're
basically
literally out there.
even in our main city, there's a park that's a fucking forest. Like there, that yeah, you basically said we're a forest. There you go. Our main city is has a forest in it.
I was gonna say too, west of like Minnesota, it's pretty much all like Minnesota. It's pretty much all forest, huh? I mean, you have like Vancouver and Edmonton, but
Minnesota's not in Canada.
no, I know.
I was gonna say I don't know where Minnesota is.
The Great Lakes, the Great Lakes, right around
Oh,
there.
okay. Yes.
Because
Yeah. So like
I don't think
a few
Toronto's the most western, from what I'm
like
thinking of.
if you so like obviously Edmonton is probably like Edmonton and Calgary are like the two biggest cities
Calgary too,
in
yeah, yeah.
that area, right? But the rest is probably just open land too. Some of them like Saskatchewan and stuff. That's all just open
Yeah,
land. There's
that's
no
what I'm thinking
mountains.
of. Saskatchewan right there is just nothing really.
There's no mountains. It's just open land.
Is
It's
it
like a desert. But
Manitoba?
Manitoba, yeah, that's another one.
I mean, it's got like Winnipeg, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's still not that big though.
Ontario is definitely got everything. I mean, Quebec's got Montreal, but there's Ottawa. Is
Oh,
Ottawa Ontario, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
or Ontario's got pretty much all of it. I feel like just because of BC alone and the entire area around BC or Vancouver, BC is probably pretty populated.
I'm pretty sure they are. Plus, the weather's a lot nicer over there as well. They don't get much snow. It rains a lot though.
Really, they don't get much snow up there. I mean, obviously the
No,
mountains
apparently
do, but
certain areas, but like down, like say down close to you, um, there is like no snow. It's all rain.
nope. Yeah, we don't get much snow down here. Or I'm not specifically. It's because I'm in a valley though.
Yeah,
So
but we
doesn't
haven't had much snow this year though. That's a good thing, I guess. I like it.
you get a fuck ton of snow usually, huh?
Yeah, usually we like have to push the door open just to get it out, just to get outside. Usually most
Oh, you
days.
seriously?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get like enough.
I mean, I can't lie.
But
That sounds kind of
we
dope, but
you I'm at the point now where I'm thinking on getting a place like down south.
down south
That's
within
like
NS.
in the States. No,
Oh, oh,
in America. I want to get warm. I don't like the cold.
dude,
I'm at the point
honestly,
now where I'm old enough and I want to make my own decisions. And I hate the cold.
Texas, man, I'm telling you.
Oh, I've heard a lot about that. Yeah,
Austin, I mean,
Texas
all
is.
the gun mini companies, 100 Thieves, Optics, obviously out of there. Well, that part of NMG. You know, everybody goes to Dallas and Austin for internet. It's it's fast. That
Plus, it's
Texas,
nice weather too. It's not even doesn't
I wouldn't
snow
go.
that much.
I'd be chill about nice weather.
Well, there's a spot
It's all right.
there that's
It's
not.
better than Arizona. Arizona gets like hot. I mean, they have. I don't think Texas hits triple digits every day for months. Like it'll hit triple digits daily, but like Arizona, like Phoenix, will
Yeah,
go
yeah.
all summer, never hitting under 100 except after like 9-10 p.m.
My problem is I just don't want it to snow anymore.
No,
I, I,
I mean
I,
they got snow like last week, and that's the first time in like years they've ever got, and it wasn't even snow. You would look at it, especially you coming from an area of
snow.
blizzards weekly,
Yeah.
you would be disappointed to hear it's called snow. Like
Wow.
it would almost make you angry that people are calling it snow because it's not. And even I know that. Even I mean I don't get snow here. I wouldn't
Oh,
really
was it
call it
like
snow.
was there none or was it just
It wasn't. I mean, certain areas got quite a bit. Some areas got maybe an inch or two, which for
yeah,
Texas is a
some
lot.
like
But there was
flurries then?
a lot of the photos I saw. It was like you could still see green from the grass under the
Oh my
fucking
god,
snow. Like it wasn't snow.
that's funny. No, like I want to be able to like go outside with shorts on in the in the winter. Like that's my goal
Honestly,
somewhere.
the problem with living in like somewhere like Texas is it gets so hot that by the time it comes around to be cold time, which is winter, you're
Yeah.
gonna be so cold you want to wear pants anyways, just because
Oh
all
yeah,
the
yeah. Because
shorts.
because you're so used to being
Yeah,
warm, but like yeah, but it's still not living where there's like I'd still come
that's
here
true.
during the summer and then go back there during the winter. That's my goal. So like, backtrack this conversation to school. I can do school. I can work anywhere I live. That's why I can move wherever I want and still work.
Texas would be a good area too. There's a lot of
You know what I
companies
mean?
that go out of
Yeah,
Texas,
true. Yeah, exactly.
especially because the fact that in Texas there is, there's such little, you know, the tax is low. There's like none. Um, you keep all the income, and not to mention, it's just really cheap to live there. I mean, obviously wages are too, but usually when you have like a degree and you're working for like an international company or something like that, it's not that big of a difference. Your income, it is still, but it's a lot different than the full minimum wage, which Texas is probably like $8, $9, and here where I'm at in Oregon, it's 12.50 in certain areas. 12, it's
Nice,
11.50 to
nice.
12.50 depending what region you're in within Oregon.
So 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 minimum wage where I'm from is 13.
Well, hold on, like 13 flat.
Yeah,
So that's 10.20. So that's
and
that's probably
it's
about, let's see,
it's going
Texas
up to 15.
Texas minimum wage. Texas minimum wage. The last updated one I have is 7.25.
Oh yeah, I forgot the dollar amount. So that's horrible. So like we're getting wow, I never thought of that.
So that'd be about 9.23 Canadian. I don't know how accurate this is right now. Like I said, this was
If you're making 923 Canadian, you cannot live anywhere in Canada. Like you cannot live
Texas is
anywhere where I'm
crazy.
from.
So this one that I'm reading here in San Antonio, Texas, this was updated 2018. The minimum wage for city workers is 14.25 an hour, and in Texas, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot here where I'm at, even honestly.
Yeah, but like, even I can't get over you just said 9 something. Like when our minimum wage like I think 5 years ago, maybe 8 years ago was I heard it was like $10. No, it might have been 10 years ago then. Yeah, it's 15. No, 16.
Well,
When it
and
was
here's
$10,
so here's the
that
thing.
was
Average rent
high.
in an apartment in Austin, Texas, is 13.85. That's
And you're making
pretty low.
14 something. That's
Oh,
not bad
oh,
though.
sorry. Here, January 2021. Average rent in Austin, Texas, 932 for a studio.
Okay, okay. So
That's
listen,
not that much.
that seems like a lot.
It does, but let me get you average rent in San Francisco, California.
Oh god.
Probably the
I
most
mean,
expensive. New York's probably the most logical expensive
you
place.
wait until you hear.
Would you like to take a guess? I'll give you Canadian. I'll have you guess in
For how
Canadian.
much? For what?
Uh, Average apartment, it
Like
is
what like what am I guessing? What size? What is it?
okay.
One bedroom, two bedroom?
740 square feet. I'm looking
2500.
like one bedroom.
2500.
25 Canadian.
Yeah.
4,000.
No.
4,000. And
No,
that's
no,
gone
you're
down.
lying.
And that's
You're
gone
lying.
down. That's
You're
gone
lying.
down. I'm not.
You're lying. Stop lying to me.
$3,111. 740 square feet is the average size of the apartment. I'm not lying. I
No
I
way.
wish I was. I wish I was. And
That
what's even
is
crazier is in San Francisco, the most people that occupy a household are renters. 52% versus 43.
that's disgusting.
The 88% of apartments for rent range is 2,000 or more.
Like I don't like I'm living at home obviously because of all that happened in the past. But like I don't want to rent off anybody because I don't want to pay someone else's shit. Like that's how my mind works. I don't want to pay someone else's mortgage when I can pay my own for cheaper,
Most of
right?
that when you rent though, you're not paying the mortgage.
Well,
I don't know. So I don't know how it all works.
yeah, compare
I
like
think
different
I
places, right?
think
Like
usually in order to rent, in certain maybe states, counties. Again, don't know entirely. Don't quote me, guys. I think you have to own the house. I could be wrong though. I don't know for sure. So yeah, so October 2020
Oh, okay.
national
Well, you don't have to do that here.
average national rent in October 2020 in America $1,462. So that is oh, that is $1,800 in Canadian.
That's okay. That's a lot of money. So like,
And October 2020 in San Francisco was 3,111. So honestly, the average national average is probably not as much as that if you took out San Francisco and like New York.
yeah, two of the high places that are going to be
Exactly,
ringing in the money.
because
A lot
New
of
York,
jobs, a lot of high paying jobs too.
there is, especially because you got to think, you have Silicon Valley is San Francisco.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Well, like our rent here is like the cheapest you'll find 800 roughly, and you might get like a basement apartment, but then it goes up to like 2,500, 3 grand. Some
So
places.
comparing this is actually San Francisco's average rent looks like it's a little bit more expensive than the average rent in New York. At least for like if you want a 1 bedroom or a studio, but 2 bedrooms higher. At least from what I can look at. Yeah, it's
Off topic here,
expensive as fuck.
but when this fucking COVID shit hopefully passes, hopefully, I'm coming down. You're making me some food.
Dude, I'm making you food.
Like,
We're gonna go to these restaurants.
you gotta cook my meat though. I don't
Food,
want it bleeding.
food. Oh no, hold on.
Here
I'm not gonna
we
give you.
go.
I won't get you rare. I don't eat. I will. I don't eat
This
rare.
is like a whole argument in itself.
I don't eat rare. I
Okay?
eat medium rare.
Yeah, well, guess what? You better cook mine well done.
I will not do that. Now here's why. I promise you, it'll be better. I'll do medium even, or medium well. Well done will not be good.
I would try medium well.
Medium well is
I would try that.
it's all right. It's not like this total brown color. I mean, medium rare is the way to go. I feel like there are people that go rare and blue rare, which blue rare is literally like you literally sear it and that's pretty much it. It is pretty much raw inside.
Yeah,
I don't
I
I don't
couldn't.
I don't get how people can do that. The texture would be weird. The taste just would be a little
My biggest
weird.
thing is texture. That's my biggest downfall for any
Yeah,
food.
honestly, if you do it right, medium rare and like medium, they're not like this like mushy thing you would think it like how it looks like. It doesn't taste how it looks like actually.
Like my biggest thing is, okay, I was at this barbecue one time. They cooked me a steak, and I cut it, and there was like stuff on my plate. Like I was like, this is not
What
happening.
was it?
There's like blood.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I mean that happens sometimes, but
so like they had a big dog, so I just
Mhm.
shoved it off my plate and gave it to the big dog. No one's seen me, thank God. It's a huge ass steak too.
honestly, it's not that bad.
I'm so picky with food. So picky.
I can't wait this is over. We're getting down here. In and Out,
But
Chick-fil-A.
I need to have all that food, man. I never eat nothing like that here.
Honestly, when you come down here, we'll be able to get a live podcast going. You and me.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
We
That'd be
will
fun.
do a food tour. I'll do a food tour with you.
A vlog. There we go.
Fuck
Taste
yeah.
test.
Taste
Test
test.
podcast.
I'll show you the Pacific Ocean. Have you ever seen the Pacific Ocean?
I have not.
See, I like.
I live on the
It's
Atlantic.
why I don't know if you ever like went over to Vancouver or whatever. Here's the thing.
No. No.
It's still an ocean, but I mean, hey, you can see you saw both main oceans. You can see you've seen both coasts.
I want to see the blue water. Is that what you guys got over there? The nice blue see-through water?
Certain places, the mountain
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
near my house, that is definitely the place to go.
We don't have anything like that here.
We have a lake called Mirror Lake for a reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's pretty clear.
Yeah, so It's like the best food place we have. Restaurant. Let's say Wendy's. Best fast food. It's probably the best that I have. We
Oh
don't have
man,
five. We have Five Guys, but it's like 5 hours away from me.
Five Guys is good. We are getting a
But
Five
like,
Guys where I live right now. We are getting a Five Guys sometime this year. I
yeah,
don't know
like there's
when,
nothing to
but we're getting it sometime this year.
every time, and in McDonald's, your Dairy Queen, Burger King, Subway,
Subway's overrated. There's better places.
Wendy's is probably Wendy's and Subway are my go-to.
Wendy's is
Oh
so
wait,
good.
besides pizza,
Well, that's different. And honestly,
pizza is my number one.
we don't have the best pizza here, at least like in Oregon where I'm at, just because I mean that's not our area, like our area of expertise. But there might be some better spots. I don't know. You're pretty close to New York. I feel like you'd have some New York influence out there.
I would say our pizza is the best.
Yeah, you
And
probably might have to.
I've had pizzas some places, like say a couple across Canada, and then one down in Washington. Um, but my pizza's still the best. It doesn't. It's not like I don't find it doesn't taste frozen. Every other pizza tastes like they're like frozen, not like hand twirled and stuff.
Oh no, there's definitely places down here though that do hand like that are top tier, very good. There's a place near my parents' house that probably my like out of places I've had is my favorite. I haven't had like too much just because I've never been to the East
We don't
Coast.
have any
But
place like with the fancy pizza. That's what I want to
no,
try.
ours isn't.
Like,
I don't think
I
ours
throw like
is.
a leaf on it. They're like, here,
Like a
put a
leaf on it.
fucking leaf on it.
Throw a
Yeah.
leaf on it. I know exactly what you're talking about
You know
too.
what I mean, though,
I
right?
know
They have
exactly what
like
you're talking
the
about.
pizza looks so good, and they're like, here's a leaf for you.
I don't know if we have places like that or not.
Like I've had like my pizza's just like, here's a fucking mountain of crust with sauce and a ton of cheese. Here you go, eat it.
It's good. Taste it.
Yeah, eat it. Just eat it.
Oh man, we got to start planning.
Oh yeah. Once it dies down, it's got up too high. It's
Yeah,
been going crazy lately. And now we
I.
don't have a plane from the airport where I'm from now,
Well,
so
that
like
too.
sucks even more.
Definitely. Just as we're closing it down, getting a lot further
Yeah,
than
but
I thought.
literally, like my brother worked out like close to you actually, not that far. It's basically like a 10-hour flight to you from him.
Oh, that's not that
No,
far.
no, 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 no,
Is
not
he up in
10-hour
Alberta?
flight, 10-hour drive. Yeah,
Oh, where's he at?
not 10-hour drive. Maybe it's longer. He's up in Fort Mac, up high, so it's probably a day drive, maybe.
Fort Mac like in Alberta or something.
Yeah, Alberta.
Fort McMurray.
Yeah. Sorry. So you're not Canadian and you're not from where I'm from. We say Fort Mac. Sorry.
Oh, I was just making sure that's what it is. I looked up.
Slang word.
I literally looked up Fort Mac, and that's what it said.
Yeah.
That's like a 10-hour
Slang.
flight, 10, 12-hour flight ish. Only
Yeah. Okay.
that's only
I was
because
right.
of layovers and whatnot.
Yeah. Basically, just the Calgary and Edmonton one. The Calgary one. That's usually what you're waiting for.
Damn, it's way out there. Way out there. Holy shit.
I'm way out there. I'm far. I'm like
That's
far,
true.
far.
But like he's way up here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My flight's
Damn.
probably like 3 days.
It's actually not that long.
Not
I
that long.
definitely looked it up too. I mean, yeah, I
It's
went to
probably only a
New
day.
Zealand. Like New Zealand was
That's a 2 day flight, isn't it?
only
It's like
because of the time.
16 hours or
Only
something.
because of the time
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
It makes
That's
it like a day and a half or something like that.
Yeah, I figured because like when I was going to Washington with the school, with a high school there, we met up with these kids. They were from a school actually, where at the airport we were at, and they were going to New Zealand for a trip. And they're like, "Yeah, we have to go for a 32-hour flight or something." It was something
Yeah,
nuts.
some of them actually do get longer. Not even because of the time change. Some of them, the cheaper ones, will just be like 5 individual flights with a bunch of layovers,
Yeah, because you're
and it just
stopping
makes it
everywhere
longer.
else.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd love to travel too, but definitely not yet. Gotta work first, make some money, and then travel. We would love it.
And definitely gotta get you down here.
Oh,
It'd be so much fun.
I have to not eat for a week,
Yeah,
and
fast
I'll
all
be
the
ready
way.
to go. Oh yeah, fast the whole time. Every day would be something different. Probably.
I could definitely figure that out. That's not hard at all.
Oh, I definitely couldn't be. Breakfast, dinner? No, not all three. That couldn't happen. I don't eat breakfast. Do you eat breakfast? That's a
Sometimes.
good question. Do you eat breakfast? What do you eat for breakfast?
Depends. If I'm going hardcore, I'll go full on, bacon, eggs, French toast, cinnamon roll, whatever I want.
Oh,
But
if I'm
generally,
planning,
I don't have much. Just,
if I'm, yeah, uh,
by the time I wake up and get into class, I just kind of eat afterwards.
yeah, like if I'm planning for breakfast, bacon, eggs, bagel, usually something like that, and hash browns. But like, I don't eat nothing. I don't even drink anything until like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Like when I start school, I'm there just,
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
I'm just there.
Have some water and zone in. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll have some other stuff, but let's not go there. Well, it's legal here, but
I mean, technically it's legal here too.
oh,
It's all
well,
complicated shit
yeah,
everywhere.
it's complicated. Just say that.
Honestly,
Complicated.
we'll be able to get one on just another episode, just you and me talking about CS and planning this vacation because this needs to happen for sure. Like
Oh, I can't. I have
once this
to.
all gets down, we got to plan this.
Oh, definitely. I
Figure
can't
this all
wait.
out. This is me great.
It'd have to happen. But yeah, we haven't even talked about games or nothing.
We did it a little bit, but not the ones that. There's
Not the
definitely
actual
more.
games that we
That
played.
alone, that alone will be an episode. I mean, that alone could be two
Yeah.
for all I know.
You already stop it?
No.
Oh, okay. You just keep talking. And some fucking squeaking noise is going on in the background. I can't. I don't know what
Oh.
it is. I think it's the dog's toy.
All right.
But
For
then
this
someone's
episode,
just
though,
fucking
is there
screaming.
anything you want to say before we head out for this one?
Oh no, don't got nothing else to say. It's nice catching up with you. It's been a long time, like we said from the beginning. It's
Yeah,
been a while.
this can't happen again. That's for sure.
No,
And
it's just so hard
honestly,
when 4 hours in the difference too, right?
yeah,
That's the only
well,
problem.
it makes it difficult. And just now with you having school, and I mean, you have your daughter a lot more now, right? It seems like that.
Yeah, I have a 4 days. Yeah, so 4 days for every 4 days she's with me,
Okay,
and when she's around, I don't do much until the night, and then when it's a night for me, it's still evening for you, so you're still
that's
out
true.
doing whatever. Yeah. So when I go to bed, it's you're getting on, but I got school, so you know, you gotta wake up early.
All right. Well, as we're ending it here, remember follow the show on Spotify, Apple, listening to us on YouTube, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Griffin James. Cody, do you want plug your Instagram or Twitter or anything?
To be honest, I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
So no, we're good. I don't even remember.
Nothing there.
It's all good.
Thank y'all
Well,
for
I'll
tuning
catch you
in.
next time.
All right. Thank you again for Cody coming on, and we will see y'all later.
Thank you. You have a good one, guys.